The Suicide Squad has had 2 movies come out in the last decade, both of them not performing as well as they should have. But regardless, the demand for Suicide Squad content has still been high. So Rocksteady, the same studio that made the Arkham games, made this. This game has all the potential to be a really fun game, along the same fame as the Arkham games. It has 4 popular characters for the main squad, it has a replayable world, builds, destruction, and weapons, and that's a great combination for a really good time. But does the game manage to keep the same level of detail and polish that those Arkham games had? Or does it fall flat? Personally, I like the Suicide Squad, but the gritty Batman with dark environments and dark speak, it's a little bit better. So this game probably isn't going to match those, but either way, grab your candy and your popcorn, pop the drink open, and let's get into it.
I'm no one's sidekick. Flash, I'm calling you out. Only one of us pulls off the red tights look, and it ain't you,
Suicide Squad plays out the same as the Avengers game if you played it. You have 4 characters to choose from, and each of them are very similar. Each character has the Suicide Strike, the same general movement attack, the same melee, and the same gun pool. The only difference in the characters are the movements to get around the city, and some of the types of guns they can use. They each get some pieces of gear, but honestly that barely matters. The only reason to choose one of these characters above the others is for the looks, for the guns, or the movement. And that's just not really enough to justify a hero game. There needs to be different abilities, different play types, and different guns overall. Not just the same hero with slight tweaks. First, I would make the guns limited to each type. So King Shark gets the minigun, Harley gets the pistol, Deadshot gets the AR, and the Australian can have the shotgun. This would make each character have a playstyle. It's also what they have in each of the promo materials, so I feel like it was definitely intended for the game. With the way the game is now, it just kind of makes the game kind of boring, and not what I feel like was led on. And just overall, I feel like I could have done better.
Nice one, Lex. Always thought your inventions were a bit shit, but this...
The main enemies are these aliens that are under Brainiac's control, and there are a bunch of them. You also fight the Justice League. The only one you don't fight is Wonder Woman, who never changed in the first place. These bosses are pretty fun, and in order to get more powerful, you'll need better gear and more levels, which you can do in these missions, and by just killing mobs around the map. The bosses are the highlights of the game. With different levels of difficulty, they really did a good job making the Justice League killable, and difficult, but not really hard. The melee hits allow you to juggle enemies and do really insane damage. The combo allows you to reach a max of like 50 at the start, which is increasing your stats. This helps to kill all the enemies, especially when you start increasing the difficulty for the extra XP. The movement mixed with the abilities and weapons makes for some really brain-numbing content, one where some flour, some Big Bang Theory, and some Doritos make for a really good night. The campaign uses the kind of annoying Brainiac who has been used twice now for games. I mean, I'm sure more than that, but it's in both Injustice 2 and this game and other movies, and it's getting kinda old. Brainiac is here and he's taking over Earth. Amanda Waller has taken 4 villains and planted bombs in their necks and make them help Argus to not only kill the Justice League, but to help civilians and the Earth in general. That's the main objective in most Suicide Squad content, besides Brainiac. You go through the Justice League and fight Brainiac, and the game ends pretty fast. And hopefully I didn't really spoil anything with that summary. So let's talk about the story, cause it stinks. First of all, I don't like Brainiac's storyline. I understand that it was important so that we could have the evil Justice League, but it's really boring. Honestly, Brainiac is just such a boring character. He's bland. He does the same thing every time and just isn't cool. Like, look at Bane, right? Look how cool he is. Now look at Brainiac. I want Bane, guys. The aliens are also kind of boring, and the destroyed city is boring, and it just is overall worse than a normal city, I feel like. The dialogue is unfunny, like, half the time.
You found the Riddler's hat of invisibility!
Where'd the shark go?
Children.
And the other half isn't even that funny either. Other than the stupid cringe, the game has an okay story. It's a little slow at the start and isn't that fun, but once you fight the Flash, the game actually does really pick up and starts to get really good. I instantly got addicted to the game and had to platinum. And almost after 50 hours, I now know what the definition of satisfaction is and a waste of time. Overall, the story and campaign are kinda boring, and the final fight is so boring and was way too easy. I fought the Brainiac Flash version, and then I just won the entire game. But not really, because in the end, Brainiac is still alive, because there's 13 of them, or whatever, and now you need to beat them all, blah blah blah. It's just padding playtime. The game has had so many downs, but also a lot of ups on the time of me playing it. I think overall the game is fine. It's not revolutionary, and it's not going to win any awards, and it hasn't. But it's overall a pretty fun game that includes several great moments and fun with the gameplay.
How about a team up?
You didn't let her finish. We should team up.
Barry? Who the hell's Barry?
Like I said, I decided to play the game all the way to platinum, which made me spend hours of my life playing the same missions. I leveled up over like 130 times, and just overall spending way too much time in the game. But my overall opinion is the game definitely has over 40 hours of content before you get bored, but getting any more of that is a bit of a stretch. Near the end, I was really starting to feel like the last drops of content. Now, I haven't mentioned the end game yet, and I kind of want to get into that now. The game decided it wanted to be a live service game, but it failed to maintain the player base that is needed to entertain a live service game. The difference between this game and something like Destiny, which are both live service games, is the end game. Destiny has PvP, it has missions, weapons, dungeons, and raids, it has lore, new events, and battle passes, and just overall content, and like so much more. Suicide Squad has very little other than some weapons, and some new areas, and some new missions, and the weapons themselves just aren't different enough. The content is too similar, and the player base reflects that. They made new seasons every couple months, but it's just the same thing over and over, and it's not enough to keep the game entertaining. I think making this game a full story and having a proper finish and not a messy random blob of random boss fights and random gear, it would have made the game a better legacy than it's going to have. In my personal opinion, if you like DC content and want just to have fun blasting things in a game while doing other things, this game is honestly pretty good. But other than that, I think the games need to fix a lot of problems before it was released.
You had a good run, Brucey. Flying around Gotham, punching bad guys, cleaning up the streets, causing long-term mental and emotional damage to everyone you knew. It's our turn now. After all we've been through. Oh. Bet you didn't think it'd be me at the end, huh, Babs?
Now finally, let's rank this mess. To be fair, it's not that bad. I enjoyed my time with the game. It's just, it had its flaws here and there, but the overall product was not bad. So that's why I'm going to give it a B tier. That's right above Call of Duty, which unfortunately last time I ranked as Call of Duty 2, so my bad. I'll fix that now. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget your popcorn on the way out, and I'll get you guys in the next video. Peace.